Hey guys, so today I'm continuing my deep cleaning series of my monthly deep clean. So today I'm doing the master bedroom. So the first thing I'm going to start with is stripping the bed, taking the sheets off. Once I've got the sheets off and my pillowcases all off, I'm just going to take those over and put them in the wash. I'm just going to add a Tide Pod and some fabric softener. And then we're going to go ahead and do a small load. And I was having a little difficulties here. Old washer problems. I'm just going back, grabbing my duvet and throwing that into my pile. And then I'm gonna start taking down the curtains. Now that I have all the curtains down, I'm just going to take those and bring them over to my laundry area so that they're ready to be put in the wash. I just left the curtain hangers on my bed, and next I'm going to start with the walls. I'm just adding some Pine Sol to my bucket. And I'm gonna grab my Windex and window cleaner, and then I'm gonna grab a sponge and cloth so I can clean my windows. I'm just gonna add some really warm water to my bucket. Now that I have all my stuff ready to go, I'm gonna head back in and start cleaning the windows. I just start with scrubbing it with a sponge. And then I'm gonna go over with my cloth and just wipe everything off, including the trim. Now I'm gonna grab my Windex and my window cleaner and spray off both windows and just wipe those off. I'm only cleaning them from the inside because it is winter, so I'll be doing the outside of the windows in the spring. Now that I finished that, I'm just gonna bring my Windex back And I'm gonna grab my floor washer here, and I'm gonna use this for my walls and floors. So yeah, I'm gonna start by trying to clean this wall here and just try out to see if it works with using the spray. But I did notice that it does not spray well onto the wall because the head's not facing down like it's supposed to be. So after I did one wall, I decided to switch and just take the bottom of the mop off and wring it out and put it back on and clean all the walls. And that went a lot faster. These are all the walls clean now, and my baseboards are also cleaned. I'm just gonna come back and check on my laundry. I always check this before I put anything in because I usually leave it and just do it before I throw a new load in. So I'm just gonna take the lint off and throw that out, and then put that back in, and then I can add in the bedding that we threw in the wash. I'm just gonna grab a dryer sheet, throw that in, and then I'm gonna start the dryer. And then I'm gonna grab my curtains and throw those into the wash. So this is my first time doing curtains, so I just wanted to read the directions here. It says to do cold and on a gentle cycle. So I just grabbed a Tide Pod, threw that in. And instead of fabric softener, I just added a little bit of vinegar. Now I'm gonna put it on the light cycle after turning my water completely to cold. Once again, I was having difficulties with my knob here because it's an old washing machine and it likes to be difficult. So after I start that, I'm just gonna head back and continue. We're gonna do some organizing here. And I do end up moving some things around as well. So I'm just gonna empty out our bedside tables so that these can be wiped out. Now that I have cleaned out my side, I also finished Abe's side and did some organizing. As you can see, I organized my table and switched it and put that in the middle. And then I put our dresser over here on the side and added his cologne to the top as well instead of having it on his bedside table. Now I'm gonna go back out and just wanted to show you the results of the floor. Was this just the floor? I can't remember. But yeah, the wall water, and I believe the floor as well, I did with this. And as you can see, the bottom of my mop is very dirty, so I just grabbed some OxiClean to see if I could try to get some of the dirt up because it's a little bit stained. And then I'm gonna let that sit on there for about 10-20 minutes before I give this a clean and all my other cloths a clean. And now I'm just going to dump the dirty water into the toilet. Just putting away my cleaning supplies, and then the dryer's finished. So this was still a little bit damp, so I did have to hang it up for a while until it fully dried. But these were ready to go back on. And then I just wanted to grab these out. It says to hang dry, but they were still pretty wet, so I just wanted to get them to a damp dry. So I put them in the dryer for just about 10 minutes. Just so that they weren't dripping wet, so I could hang them up. I'm just gonna grab this, head back in, and put these back onto my pillowcases after I add everything back into my side dresser here. Now I have the pillowcases back on. Now all I need is sheets and the duvet cover, and everything else here is clean, including my floors. So then I did throw all of these in the wash. As you can see, it did not lift out a whole lot, but does it look a little bit cleaner. And the curtains are dry enough to be hung up now. Now that I had my curtains up, I did just want to add some Febreze spray to it because I didn't add any scent booster or anything to my curtains. And this is also the Febreze disinfectant, so I also added this to the rest of my bed as well. And then this is the final look with everything put together and organized. It's so clean and great, and I love it. And that's the end of my video, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you guys have any tips and tricks for cleaning, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in our next video.